Good morning, everybody. So today I'm going to be focusing. My hair is crazy looking. So I just got done doing my workout and I'm like, I got to get busy because I only got like an hour before nap time. And I have a whole list of stuff to do on my plate. I know my hair looks crazy. It looks crazy. Oh my goodness. Oh well, it is what it is. It's been raining for 3 days and my hair does not tolerate the rain at all. But today we're going to focus in this kitchen because it is getting crazy in here. It is getting cluttered. My snack cabinets are overflowing because of Easter. So I need to reorganize that, clean it out a little bit. And then I'm going to show you what we're making for dinner tonight as well. And so let's get busy with it. So I want to go ahead and get started with making bread. The bread that I make using my bread maker takes about 3.5 hours. So I wanted to go ahead and get that started first thing in the morning because I wanted to also run my slow cooker and I kind of used the same corner to cook everything. And I didn't want those two appliances running in that corner at the same time. I don't know if it would be okay or if it wouldn't, and I just didn't feel like I wanted to. So I'm going to go ahead and clean up this area and then get the bread maker out. I'm going to make some bread to go with dinner tonight. And I'm going to just make a 1 pound loaf. And I'm going to mix all these ingredients in there. I'll leave them in the description below. And this bad boy is just going to do all the work. So if you did not catch my grocery haul video last week, I had showed you guys that I found this bread maker at the Goodwill for $8. And let me tell you, it was the best $8 that I spent. Honestly, I'm so happy I got this. It makes jams and pizza dough. It saves me so much time being a busy mom of 4 kids. I really need this machine, and I'm so happy I got one. But I will leave all the measurements and stuff in the description below just in case you guys want to know what I put in there. So all I had to do was just dump all the ingredients in, and the machine absolutely does everything on its own. Like, I never knew a bread maker operated like that. It just feels so unreal that you just dump it in there and you don't do anything else. You don't even mix. But that's how it works, y'all. So I'd love to hear how your guys' weekend went. Mine went pretty good. On Sunday, we had decent weather, so we went ahead and got some gardening taken care of. Our yard cleaned up. The grass got really tall because it had rained all of last week. So we went ahead and got all of that taken care of, and it just feels so nice to have a day outside. I'd love to hear about y'all's. Also, I want to say if you are new here and this is your first time clicking on my video, I want to welcome you. I am so happy to have you here. I hope you are enjoying yourself. And if you haven't, go ahead and consider hitting the subscribe button. That would truly help this channel grow. Plus, I honestly love to have new virtual mama friends. this day, I was really getting off to a rocky start. It was already well past like noon. It wasn't even one yet, but it was past noon, and I knew I needed to get the crock pot going or dinner wouldn't be done in time for me. So I'm gonna just go ahead and clean off this island so I can go ahead and prep our dinner. So I am making a chicken stew slash soup. I don't even know what it's called. Y'all can tell me what you would call it in the comments below. But basically, I'm just mixing some carrots, potatoes, broccoli, chicken, some water, and Italian dressing all in the crock pot and letting it cook. And boy, oh boy, is it so good. So, you may know by now, I don't usually have measurements. When I cook, I just go ahead and eyeball everything. I do what feels right, what looks right. Like, if I got these carrots in and it just didn't feel like it was enough, I would have cut up more, but I only cut up four. I have also made this just using the frozen bags of carrots as well. So, if you need a fast meal, you could definitely go ahead and use the frozen stuff and just go ahead and get it in there real quick, and it becomes a really quick thing to throw together. So I just went ahead and used 3 chicken breasts, put the 4 carrots in, and then after I did that, it was time for the bread to be done. So went ahead and took that out. All right, so the bread just got done. I just made a small little loaf. I didn't make a big loaf, so this is just a 1 pound loaf, and I'm gonna let it cool off and I'll show you guys what it looks like. But this is my second time making bread with this, and honestly, it was delicious the first time, and it looks so good right now. And now we're gonna go ahead and cut these potatoes up. But y'all, so before I even got the chicken and the carrots into the crock pot, I had to take a like 40-minute step away from this because I had to take care of other things. And that's just what my life is like a lot these days. Like, I am doing something and then I have to step away from it because other people need my attention or something else needs my attention. And then I just do what I can when I can. And I try not to stress about it because sometimes I do. I get overwhelmed and I'm like, oh my goodness, I just really need to get dinner in. But I have to, learn that I have to not be able to stress about it. It's life. It is what it is. But after I get the potatoes in, I go ahead and put a 1 cup of water. I usually do put like chicken broth, but I didn't even feel like putting the little cube in there this time. I usually pre-make the chicken broth, but I didn't. So I just did one water, and then I put a whole bottle of Italian dressing in there. I actually made it a few times just doing half the bottle, and I don't really notice a difference. So I don't know. I just do whatever feels right that day. You know what I mean? Y'all, this bread looks so good. Looks so good. So I could not wait to get cutting into this because my husband loves cutting the bread, so he never lets me cut it. So he wasn't home, so I got to cut it today. And I don't know, is it my knife or am I doing something wrong? Because the bread be so hard to cut. Please tell me I need a new knife or what it is that I'm doing wrong. Also, with the bread maker, it does have a mixer. So when it bakes, it kind of bakes the mixer into the bread, that's the little hole that you see under there. But when you cut it, it's hardly noticeable. It's just a little slit at the end of the bread. It's still wonderful and such a big time saver. So this bread is looking so good, and it is very good, you guys. Like, I have to not make bread as much as I would want to because I know I personally will eat more than what I really should eat. So I try not to make it that much, but I love the smell of it. Like, I can smell the yeast when it's baking, and I just absolutely love it. But my oldest son was like, no way, I cannot stand that smell. You guys drop in the comments, do you like the smell of the yeast in the bread or not your cup of tea? But anyways, now we're going to go ahead and get these dishes done. These dishes turned into a massive mountain, but that's okay because I'm going to get them done. These dishes truly felt like they took forever to do. Even when I was almost done, they reaccumulated. I ended up taking a break and going to go pick my kids up from school and everything. So, just to give you an idea of like, yeah, I have to do these dishes, but I can't just consecutively get them done. And then I also stopped to attend to dinner. So, about 30 minutes before they're done, you want to go ahead and shred up your chicken and then add in broccoli. I used frozen broccoli, so I went ahead and added that in around the 30-minute mark and let it cook for 30 more minutes, and then it's all done. Also, you want to go ahead and add any seasonings. I don't think I mentioned that before. So, like, I put Everglades in here. I believe that was the only thing I put in here, but I do change it up. I like to use paprika, Everglades, garlic powder, anything like your favorite seasonings. You do it because that would be perfect. And now that the dishes are done and I'm waiting for dinner to finish up, I'm gonna go ahead and clean out these cabinets. Everything is just thrown up there. All their little goodies from Easter is thrown up there. It's very unorganized. Things are falling out when I open the cabinet and that kind of stuff. It adds so much stress to me. I just do not like seeing it. So I'm gonna go ahead and organize these and get it a little more easier to see what's in there, especially for my kids. If they can't see it, then they don't know what they want, you know? And then it makes, oh, I would like a treat, Ma, turn into more of a hassle than what it really needs to be, if that makes sense. So what you just saw was my big basket, not a basket, my big bag of plastic eggs. I started keeping my eggs last year, and that was only because like I bought a box of like 100 count pre-filled eggs, and since I had a box to store them in anyway, and it was full of 100 eggs, why keep buying them every year? I just go ahead and store them in my basement. And it actually worked out perfectly for me this year because the school did an Easter egg hunt in AJ's class, and I was able to go ahead and donate. Like, I pre filled the eggs with the little party favors that I had showed you guys in my Easter video. I filled, I don't even know how many eggs, like, I did 48 for us and then filled as many as I could for them. It had to be like over 60. And so it worked out for me to keep all those eggs because I was able to fill them and give them to the school. And so I was like, I definitely need to keep as many eggs as I can because I done gave almost all my eggs away. But so that's what I was doing. I was putting all the plastic eggs back in that bag so it can get back into that box. So now that I'm done with the cabinets, we're going to go ahead and get this microwave cleaned. This microwave has not been cleaned for longer than I'd like to admit, and my son uses it a lot really for the his noodles that he likes to eat. So I don't really look in there too much. I don't use it as often as like my son does. So when I seen the top of this microwave, I was like, what? Like, I never look up there. I never touch up there. So I didn't realize it was that even bad. But I did see on somebody's channel, they had like this microwave like plate lid that even like as a magnet to the top so it can be stored up there, and then you just put it on top of your food. I might look into see where I can get one of those, or like to see if it's a reasonable price and go ahead and get one for my son, because it was a disaster. Wait until you guys see it. It wasn't even that easy to get off. It took some elbow grease. Plus, it was a weird angle, so it was super hard for me to really get in there. But I got it all cleaned and looking brand new again. So, I don't know if you guys have noticed, I have been having such a hard time getting my little spray bottle to spray, the one with the homemade cleaner in it. Now, if you guys watched my last grocery haul, I had told you guys I was going to make my own DIY cleaner. I found this little recipe on Pinterest and went ahead and made it. And I actually love the way that it works. It cleans just as well, or if not better, than the cleaners I've been using. But the spray bottle that I had gotten, and I didn't even go cheap on it. That's what's so upsetting to me. I got a glass one because it was pretty, and so I got it. I paid almost $5 for it. Yes, I know I could have gotten a spray bottle for $1, but I paid almost $5 for it. And let me tell you, the day after we started using it, the sprayer doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to find a new bottle for that. But that's why, if you guys have noticed me like really working it, trying to get it to work, that's why, because it does not work. Now, I went ahead and tried using the spray away on my stainless steel appliances. I had heard a few times that it works really well on it, but I used paper towels because I don't know, I use paper towels to clean my mirrors. So I figured maybe I would want to use paper towels if I'm going to use the mirror cleaner, you know what I mean? Or the glass cleaner. And it did not do that great of a job. So I switched over to a rag, and it does. It looks so good. I love the way it cleaned. But guys, I got a new vacuum. So that's what I'm showing you here. It's a Shark Navigator lift away, and it's a spindle push. I've never had a vacuum this nice, okay? This is the first time I got a vacuum that was not $59.99 at Walmart. You know what I mean? But our old vacuum was, I don't know what was going on with the wires. Like, I don't know if the wires were running hot and it was burning through the wire cover, but there was multiple holes in the wire, and you can tell it was where like the wire wraps around. And everywhere, every time that the wire is wrapped, there was like a little burn through the thing. And I was like, you know what, let's just replace it because I don't want to take any chances. So I ended up doing half of the house real quick just to test it out. I definitely prefer the broom on the hardwood floors, but I vacuumed these floors this morning, y'all. You see all that hair. I can't even get a good glimpse. Let me see if I go this way. See all that hair in there? And look how dirty it got. I don't like that. When you get something new and you just don't even want to use it because you want it to be clean forever. Now it is finally dinner time, so this is what it's looking like. It is definitely super yummy and one of my favorite things to eat. And this is what my bowl looks like. It's definitely one of my favorite things to eat. I came across this recipe one day by accident, and I have been loving it ever since. I finally perfected it. But anyways, after we ate, I went ahead, I did clean up a little bit, did more of the dinner dishes. And then I went ahead and Me and my husband got our kids ready for bed and got them into bed. And this night I decided to go ahead and finish up the kitchen. I just wanted to be able to wake up the next morning with a completely done kitchen, and it felt so nice to have the entire kitchen looking great. So the next day, I didn't have to stress out about it. I got the sink cleaned out, got everything picked up, and it just was feeling so good. I don't always get to go to bed with a completely clean kitchen. I do try to clean it as much as I can, just don't always have enough time to finish the entire thing. And I am one tired mama. I also do all of my editing at night. So me staying up past their bedtime to clean isn't always an option, because I try to fit in my YouTube stuff when I can, and that typically is only when they go to bed at night, because in the morning it's just really hard on me. I did try to do that one time in the morning for a little while, and it just wasn't working. So that's just what works for me. But now my kitchen is all spotless, and that's it for this video. I hope you got some motivation to get your kitchen spotless today, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Remember to continue simply living your best life. Bye bye.